Celebrities in a nutshell.
John Denver, the voice of nature and heart. Welcome to Celebrities in a Nutshell. Today, we're diving into the life and legacy of one of America's most beloved singer-songwriters, John Denver. With his heartfelt lyrics, gentle melodies, and passionate activism, John Denver captured the spirit of the American landscape and became the voice of a generation. In this video, we'll take a look at his rise to fame, his biggest hits, his environmental work, and the personal challenges that marked his life. So let's get started and explore the world of John Denver. Born Henry John Deutschendorf Jr. on December 31, 1943, in Roswell, New Mexico, John Denver grew up in a military family. His father, a U.S. Air Force pilot, moved the family frequently, which made it difficult for Denver to form lasting friendships. But it was during these early years that Denver found solace in music. He got his first guitar at age 11, and by the time he was in college, he had changed his name to John Denver, an homage to the capital of Colorado, a place he felt deeply connected to. After dropping out of Texas Tech University to pursue a career in music, Denver moved to Los Angeles, where he joined the Chad Mitchell Trio, a popular folk group of the time. While his time with the trio helped him gain experience, it wasn't until he decided to go solo that his career truly began to take off. In 1971, everything changed for John Denver when he released Take Me Home, Country Roads. Written with Bill Danoff and Taffy Nivert, the song was an instant hit, reaching number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song's nostalgic lyrics about West Virginia, even though Denver had never been to the state at the time, resonated with millions of listeners who longed for the simple beauty of home. The song's success catapulted Denver into the national spotlight, and it became one of the most beloved American anthems. For many, Country Roads wasn't just a song, it was a feeling. Its themes of home, nature, and longing would become central to many of Denver's songs in the years to come. As his career gained momentum, John Denver continued to release music that reflected his love for nature and the American landscape. In 1972, he released Rocky Mountain High, a song that became an anthem for the state of Colorado and was later adopted as one of the state's official songs. Denver's deep connection to the Rocky Mountains and the natural world was evident in every note. Rocky Mountain High wasn't just a hit song, it was a personal declaration. Denver had moved to Aspen, Colorado, in the early 1970s, and the mountains became a source of inspiration for much of his music. The song captured the awe and wonder he felt when surrounded by nature, and it struck a chord with fans who shared his love for the outdoors. By 1974, Denver had solidified his place as a superstar with the release of Annie's Song. Written for his then-wife, Annie Martell, the song was a beautiful and tender tribute to their love, and it became one of Denver's most iconic songs. It reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, and to this day, it remains one of the most popular love songs ever written. John Denver's music was deeply rooted in folk and country traditions, but his sound was unique in its simplicity and sincerity. He wasn't afraid to wear his heart on his sleeve, and his lyrics often reflected his personal experiences, whether it was his love for the mountains or his feelings about relationships. Denver's songs were filled with optimism, hope, and a deep respect for the natural world. Songs like Sunshine on My Shoulders and Thank God I'm a Country Boy exemplified his ability to capture joy in the simple things. Denver's music wasn't about fame or fortune, it was about finding happiness in nature, love, and life's quiet moments. This authenticity resonated with his fans and made him one of the best-selling artists of the 1970s. While John Denver was best known for his music, he was also a passionate advocate for environmental and humanitarian causes. Throughout his career, Denver used his platform to raise awareness about issues like conservation, world hunger, and renewable energy. He was actively involved with several organizations, including the National Wildlife Federation and the Hunger Project. In 1976, Denver co-founded the WinStar Foundation, a non-profit organization dedicated to environmental sustainability and education. He believed that it was the responsibility of every individual to care for the planet, and he used his fame to inspire others to take action. Whether he was performing at benefit concerts or testifying before Congress, Denver's commitment to environmental causes was unwavering. Despite his success, John Denver's personal life was not without its challenges. His marriage to Annie Martell, which had inspired some of his most beautiful songs, began to unravel by the late 1970s. The couple divorced in 1982, and Denver later admitted that the pressures of fame and constant touring had taken a toll on their relationship. Denver also struggled with substance abuse, particularly alcohol, and he was arrested multiple times for driving under the influence in the 1990s. In interviews, he was candid about his personal battles, acknowledging his flaws and expressing regret over the mistakes he had made. While the 1980s saw a decline in Denver's commercial success, he continued to perform and release music, staying true to his folk roots. He remained a beloved figure, particularly among fans who had grown up with his music, and his influence on the folk and country genres never waned. In 1996, Denver was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, a well-deserved recognition of his impact on the world of music. His songs continued to be covered by artists across genres, and his legacy as a songwriter with a deep connection to nature and humanity was firmly established. Tragically, John Denver's life was cut short on October 12, 1997, when his experimental aircraft crashed into Monterey Bay, California. He was 53 years old. His death shocked fans around the world, and tributes poured in from fellow musicians and environmentalists who had been inspired by his work. Though he is no longer with us, John Denver's music and message continue to live on. His songs have become timeless classics, and his legacy as a champion for the environment and humanitarian causes remains as relevant today as ever. Whether it's Take Me Home, Country Roads, Annie's Song, or Rocky Mountain High, Denver's music has a way of making listeners feel connected to something bigger, a sense of peace, love, and harmony with nature. John Denver wasn't just a musician, he was a storyteller, an activist, and a symbol of hope. His music spoke to the heart, and his love for the natural world inspired generations to appreciate and protect the beauty around them. Even decades after his passing, Denver's songs continue to bring comfort, joy, and inspiration to people all over the world. His legacy as one of America's most beloved singer-songwriters is secure, and his message of love, peace, and environmental stewardship will endure for generations to come. Thank you for joining us in celebrating the life and legacy of John Denver. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more explorations of influential figures in music and culture. Let us know your favorite John Denver songs or albums in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and keep the music alive.